What up, man? Yo, what up? It's Killer Priest, man. Almighty Wu-Tang, man. Gully TV, what's good?
Yo, this week's The Lost Cause, live and direct from LA, out on the west side. Shout out to Gully TV, man. Project Local, whole crew, man. Love, yo.
For all your advertising, networking, and promo, make sure you reach out gullytvboss@gmail. gullytvboss@gmail for all your marketing and promo. Peace.
I understand the movies back in the day, man. I feel like the Temptations and the Fine Heartbeats had like valuable messages when it comes to groups.
Sure.
From B2K
It's just
to
too
all of
much.
that shit.
Absolutely. You tune in to me, you watching Gully TV. Before me, I have three rapping ass niggas from the Pillmatic Project. Right to left, which is your left. Why don't you introduce yourself and just go down?
It's your boy Jamal Gasol, aka Mr. 31.
What it is, man, YNX, Buffalo, you know what I mean, 7-1.
Your boy, Killer Ali, the Skywalker.
Appreciate y'all. First off, I appreciate what y'all did for the album. I'm glad y'all was able, you three particularly, because y'all like an hour and some change from me. It was important that I converted you guys to the dribble religion. This is a religion. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in God now?
God.
Straight up, man. I appreciate y'all. It's a little hot in here. We gonna work through it and shit. I appreciate y'all fucking with me, man, for real and shit. Because as you see in this business, it's a lot of dick riding. Niggas create their little dick riding alliances and shit like that, and you see a lot of funny shit going on. But I've been taught to work with the personnel that you have. I'm a basketball player, and I'm a point guard at that. And it's just second nature for me to bring out the best in the personnel that I have and shit. You know what I'm saying? I take a third round pick, turn into an all-star and shit. Right. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, we gonna do this like, you know, collectively. So, you know, y'all punch in and out and shit. Tell me what this project has done for you guys and shit.
We start this way. Pillmatic for me, man, it's definitely got me some more followers, more supporters, you know what I mean? More people tapping into my music. I'm seeing people that's following me from the project, like in other videos and old clips of mine. Like, you know, I notice when I work with certain people, it's like exchanging licks from the street sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, your people know my people type shit, so now they checking me out. Okay, I'll fuck with you. So, like, in a sense, it worked out for me and probably you too, because I'm sure you probably had some people that was like, oh, okay, Gully TV and PA Dre, and you know what I mean? So
they knew who I was.
I've
been kicking ass a long time. Straight up, man. This dribble potent and shit, but
it was definitely good love and feedback, man. People like the hustle spirit, man, for real.
No doubt. X.
For sure, you know what I mean? So basically, cross branding, cross marketing, you know what I mean? Gully Show Love allowed me up here a few times prior to that, so man, it's just a blessing, man. It's really tunnel vision for me, so like I don't look too much about, you know what I mean, on what's going on right now, because I'm really like focused on like further down, which I need to gasp in the moment, but again, you know what I mean, transitioning and cross branding between the two brands, man, it's been dope, you know what I mean?
This is actually your second time out.
Third.
You was on the
Third.
The first one. You was on the first project.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Pillmatic 1.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Has there been any changes between 1 and 2 for you?
Man, just more work. You know what I'm saying? Increasing the work ethic. You know what I mean? I'm improving. You know what I mean? I always aim to give my best. You know, every time I come out. So I definitely would say, you know what I mean, the escalation in my flow and things like that for sure.
Right. When I met you, you was a solo artist.
Yes,
Picked
sir.
you up off of Instagram.
That's a fact.
Talented. Since then, you created an alliance with this man next to you. Tell me how that's working out.
Yeah, man. Dusty Souls. I'm YNX, one half of Dusty Souls. Me and my brother came together as a collective. You know what I mean? After a lot of people, you know, mutual individuals were, you know, speaking highly of us. You know what I mean? So we were able to bridge that gap, and again, like I said, cross promotion. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, if you got 7,000 fans and I got 6,000 fans, you put that together. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being individual. So yeah, that's how we came together, and man, it's been a dope experience for sure.
Kill. This is I think this is your second time in front of my cameras. Your first time, you was in the right place at the right time. You caught a music video first time out.
Right.
Tell me what has changed for you between then and now.
Well, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Because, like, mind you, like I say about 2 years ago, you know, I'm always tuned into your show, watching you do your thing and shit like that. And I always wanted to make music with PA Dre. I didn't know him. So I'm from, you know, doing music with him to organically meeting you through YNX. You know what I'm saying? YNX was, you know, coming down YNX. And then jumping on the album, you threw me on the album twice. You know, I'm on both sides. That was love. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for that too. Then I'm on a song with my man, you know what I mean, Mo, that's my guy. And then ASAP being was supposed to been work. So it was really like just universal. So no, from a personal perspective, it's been dope because, like I say, Roscoe, a couple other people that reached out, and it's just organic. You know what I'm saying? And you hand chose people and created something real dope, like you said. And then the narration of bringing people into the mindset of a basketball player is dope. You know, I play football, so it's just like, you know, the whole correlation of teamwork was all throughout that album. So that's what I love about that.
You know what I think worked out for us is the mob mentality style marketing. Whereas if you have one project or just a project between y'all two, y'all gonna be doing primarily all the leg work.
Right.
We got like 20 niggas on the album and shit. That's 20 accounts, 20 Instagram accounts, 20 YouTube channels, 20 personalities, 20 brains sharing and pushing the rock and shit, man. Y'all see how we like flooded flooded IG and shit.
Oh God.
Definitely got around.
What can we expect for Jamal? Let me go back to you for a minute. I brought you here to talk about this most recent project that you dropped with 38 Special. Tell me what it's like working with Special on a production tip.
The production tip was fire, man. I ain't gonna lie. We definitely handpicked the beats, man. It was a good time, man. You know, just vibing out to different sounds and shit. You know what I mean? A couple beats that got exchanged. There was a couple different beats originally on the project, but they went to other places. So I still made it work with what I had, which came out great in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting a lot of good feedback on the tape. It's out now on all streaming platforms. It's still a dirty game. You know what I mean? I got my cousin Rico Tellum on there. I got my boy Rashid Chappelle. I was on his project with Special a while ago, Checks and Balances, I believe. That's the name of it, but it was back in like 2020 and shit.
Right.
And then I had my boy Jay Ray's on there, but on the production tip, man, everything was A1, man. I can't complain.
How did you meet Special? How was y'all able to link up?
Well, I was able to meet Special, man, after some years, bro. He was like the mystery man out of the Trust Gang. Like, you could not get in touch with him. Like,
yeah.
So, like,
he got a little mystique with him.
Yeah, son. I had worked with Benny, I worked with Class, but I never could get in touch with the nigga Special. So, like, I just kept working, you know what I mean, grinding, and eventually my name came in the mix, you know what I mean. I got invited to the all-white affair down in the city back in like 2019, and we stayed in touch since then, you know what I mean. And I hit him up about working, and he got back at me with a verse. That's how I got High Rise. So when I did that joint with me, him and Keystar, we just stayed in touch from there, and I hit him up one day about doing a project, and he was like, let's get it.
So before the production, you already did a song.
Yeah.
What project? I ain't heard that. What project is that on?
On The Ghost of Fritz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
High Rise.
How's that project doing on streaming and shit?
That joint did good. That was like one of my highest streamed tracks on there. Like, you know what I mean? I started really breaking numbers after like The World Is Piv 2, but like that was one of my projects that took me up too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was definitely a good look.
One at a time, y'all can answer this question. Is it possible to make a living off music independently through Bandcamp and these different distribution platforms that they offer online? You can go. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I feel like you can't just bank on it being your only source of income, though, if I'm being honest. That's the problem. People think like you want to rap and this is going to be your way of life. And it's like, nah, this is just one income. You know what I mean? You got to find other ways to make your money, and you got to get the money to invest into your career. So it's like, you got to not depend on music fully. But yes, you can make money off of this. It's just going to take some time, man.
Yeah, so like he stated, you got to build the business around the music. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not going to be direct. I mean, if you're not touring constantly, you know what I mean? And me, you know, I got young children, so it's like, I got to do what I have. So in the midst of it, I found other business ventures. I do different mental health workshops, you know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother lane in regards to, where you could, potentially get funding. But it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? So like you gotta really you gotta really have that you gotta get your merch, you know what I'm saying? Merch is important, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not easy, but anything is possible for sure.
Right. Nah, same here. Nah, definitely. You make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? You have dead periods in music and you have live periods. You know what I mean? Dead periods is like investing, making an album, grinding. And then if you do everything and you're strategic and you build a fan base organically, get you a little couple thousand fans and, create a service and treat it as such and add all the other, because music is like the last thing I do, but the most thing I do is you have to craft. But I do, I train kids, I do a lot of other things, and you just add everything else to it and push it like you would do anything else as an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? From my humble opinion.
What I plan to do is take y'all to a level that y'all don't have to do anything else. When you said that people coming into this feeling like they just gonna do music and that's gonna be it, I want to take you to a place where you can live off music, straight like that. You know what I'm saying? If you continue to work with me and shit, we gonna get there. Who's some of the people that you guys are checking for on the production tip? That's a question that I wanted to ask y'all. Who the hot producers besides PA Dre?
Yeah, shout out to PA Dre, man. I actually heard of him through RJ Payne, man. I seen they was doing tapes together for a minute, so I've been in the loop. But right now, man, Harry Fraud still got that classic sample sound in me. I still like it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been checking on the production side right now.
So me, I've been closing off my accessibility to different producers for the most part. So I started making beats. Again, like I leave PA Dre basically. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like when you see like how people build the infrastructure, they don't work with like a ton of different people. They keep everything exclusive. So like you don't, you know what I mean? So if you got you think of any type of producer rapper combination. You know what I'm saying? You mostly will see that particular rapper working with that particular producer, but when you open up too much, that's when it gets sloppy, honestly.
Exactly
what I'm saying? But I've been doing my own production. My man Slide Beats, who I've been working with for years, Perp Dog, and and PA Dre right now, and that's within my mix. Because again, you want to keep that exclusivity to the people. Because if they hear you working with mad different producers, it's like okay. Everybody gonna think that they can, work with you. You know what I'm saying?
And that decreases your value. I don't mean to cut you
No,
off. It takes away your value from trial and error, man. I believe it.
It do. How you feel about the production?
Jimmy Dukes, dude named Yosinova. You know what I'm saying? PA Dre, Spunk Bigger. I got an album with him coming out, Spunk Bigger. He's from Mount Vernon, Pete Rock era. My man Perp Dog, he produced for a lot of people, Drake, Soulja Boy. Well, I'm not really naming credits just to name them, but they make that sound, that dope sound, just to give some people some good shout outs. And also Simplicity. That's a group that I work with out in Germany, but they really I underestimated them. I got 2 projects with them, and Furious Styles. I just dropped a project the week before I dropped the PA Dre album. He's from the Midwest. Yeah, Furious Styles is doing this thing. Yeah, shout out Furious.
Why do I hear so much about the overseas market? How essential are they to the underground?
That's the real fan base of the sound of ours. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate this style of hip hop very much.
Vinyl CDs is a life for them. You know what I mean?
Cassette
Posters.
tapes.
Yeah.
They taking the vintage style still, but they show love and support and the shows be crazy over there. So people in our style of music, I feel like we go overseas, we'll have a crazy turnout, a good turnout, better than what we would here. You know what I mean?
Right. What markets seem to be the strongest over there?
I'd say country wise?
Yeah, what country?
France. I'd say
France, Germany,
Australia.
Yeah.
We got an Australian MC on the project. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Oh,
Yeah, his name is Waze. He's on a song called Magic. Check him out. He nice. I met him. He sent me an unsolicited commercial for my PA Knit brand and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, that shit hot, man. I said, man, do you do this? He like, yeah, I do this and shit. I gave him a shot on the Pillmatic project. Straight like that.
That's dope.
Straight like that. You can I'm starting to notice that the highly skilled MCs ain't the niggas covered in jewelry and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? All that extra ostentatious shit. I feel like that's kind of like something that covers up insecurities or a lack of skill set, because I
agree.
It's people that showed their ass to me in regards to this project, this one, right? You know what I mean? I be off into my shit. I got my own politics and shit. I'll fight whoever about my brand. Y'all done seen me go through it with niggas and shit like that. And
100%.
motherfuckers will see me going through it with somebody and they be like, oh, I fuck with him, so I'm not gonna fuck with Gully and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a regular Joe and shit. But because of that, there was people who said that they was gonna get on the album and then just started. They do it to y'all and shit. All of a sudden they not returning emails, or they not approachable anymore, whatever. So I continued my journey and shit, and I'm noticing that it's a lot of dope ass MCs on Instagram, yo. Like I'm talking about niggas with 2,000 followers and shit like that. They
making dope ass music,
fire,
easy to work with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
without all of the politics and the ego shit, dick riding and all of that. Mm-hmm. Tell me some of the guys y'all have encountered who don't have the biggest name in the world, but skills, so I can check for them. Anybody, good.
I'm gonna shout out my boy Culiente out in New York City right now, man. He from New Orleans, but son working, man. He grinding, working out there with Party G and them boys, the infamous Amadeus over at Punchline Academy, man. Shout out to this whole crew.
That's my guy.
Them boys is definitely not like the top tier, like view people or a bunch of followers, but the niggas is spitting.
Right.
And they fired, man. But yeah, definitely my boy Culiente.
Culiente X.
Actually, my boy Hot put me on to Smutty World.
Smutty World, oh yeah, I was about to say Smutty.
You know what I mean? And I'm a tough critic because I really I pride myself on being like a polished MC. So when I see that in you know the younger generation, man, it's dope. So yeah, definitely check out Smutty World. He dope.
Yeah. Taj Malik. Taj Malik is from Boston. He's in Orlando. He's on a couple of my projects. Works hard, produces.
Yeah.
Does pretty well, but he's still, you know, a real humble, low-key dude. But he's somebody you definitely would think you would like him. Or
okay.
From their perspective, it's more of a, you know, I do a lot of soul beats. You know, we do a lot of soul beat samples and shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I be in like these little music competitions every now and then when I get bored on Clubhouse. And they be like, yo, I love your music, I love your bars, but they be wanting more
up-tempo shit, right?
So I put that to the back, but I could do it very well. So like, because I got so much albums and stash, I started to make records. I got singers and, you know, just for the women and all that. But like, they would judge you from that. But mind you, I'm watching dudes who've been rapping for 20 years, 15, 20 years, chase the mainstream. Where your money gonna come from? You're not selling anything to nobody, because when I talk about CDs, they ain't too good for it. I'm talking about merch.
Yo, them niggas is bugging, man.
Like, yo, I've been to Jack, bro. I'm like, yo. Like,
they got shit fucked up. Listen,
crazy,
man.
bro.
Look,
Crazy.
You see all of that
Right.
work?
Right.
You see all that work? Y'all shit up there. Maul, you got shit up there. X, you got shit up there somewhere. I just put in the order for my shit. My shit on the way. Why depend on streaming services to feed you when they getting less than a penny per stream and shit when you can sell CDs for $20?
200 CDs real quick. I sell me on a drop. Me and him, we'll sell about 200, 250 CDs. That's enough music money, right? It's not money to change my life, but it's music money that we can take that 3,500 and do something with it. Like,
shit, you keep selling that shit, it's gonna be money to change your life.
That's what I'm saying, right? The build up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people they don't like that build up. I don't mind the build. You know how it go. You know what I mean? So
now, see,
I appreciate it.
Now see, like, it's like, I respect the hustle, son, but when you get to a point where your value, these labels start coming at you and start pressing your shit and just casting you out, it's like, yo, it's crazy, son. Your name really hold weight out here. Like, that'd be a different feeling, son. I ain't gonna lie.
Also, labels that take you off the road to slow you down, to stop you from going on the road.
Yeah,
and then you try to own your likeness sometimes. But there's mad different deals. Labels.
We not going for none of that shit. That shit all dead. When I learned some of the policies that happens with major labels, because I done flipped on niggas, right, that I supported and up until they got their deals, and then when they got their deals, they was kind of standoffish. I snapped on a nigga, right? And he had to flat out told me, he said, yo, my label told me I couldn't get on your platform. They got their own platforms that they wanted the artists to get on and shit. Certain platforms that they were steering them towards and shit. So it seemed like they was just signing kind of removes creative control from the artist and shit like that. I think that's detrimental to somebody's
Or you
momentum.
can fight for it. Or you can, like a person like you got leverage, you could kind of articulate it in the meeting.
Now, you know what though? When I signed my cousin to my label, right, him and my boy Tez, I had to clarify that they had all creative control in their paperwork, because I know that type of stuff matters.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that's what you gotta ask for, really.
You know, because some people are signing them joints just trying to get on, thinking anything, but then you be in there rapping on Afro beats, sounding like Central C or something.
You signed for 4 albums
and that ain't even your style of music, but people don't be paying attention to that.
I think
either.
that whole idea of rapping until Universal or one of these record labels come, I think that's over with. I think it's over with.
Yeah.
For
what
real.
you did was the way, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
I
how
rather
you
do
get
business
in
with
the
my
doors,
friends. I'd
bro.
rather you have your joint, you be like, let's do a project. I'd rather break bread with my friends. Remember I told you before, so I do it. I told him when he first started, I said, yo, I'll break bread with, because I believe in I don't need a big label. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me somebody who believe in me, we out.
That's all it takes is somebody to believe in you,
gonna
to
travel
bring the
street
best
team.
out of you.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Believing in yourself is already hard enough.
Right.
Somebody else believing in you definitely put a battery in your back.
Right.
I gotta point this out because it's the truth. I tell people this from time to time. I was already doing my thing. I got DVDs, documentaries, right? When I seen what Westside Gun did the merchandising, I was inspired like a motherfucker, yo. Like, I would see days when he would just be like, yo, this is dropping today, and it'd be a hoodie or some shit. And motherfuckers I was at the grand opening of the Buffalo Kids store and shit in the mall and shit.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And them motherfuckers was lined the fuck up, man. There was people talking about they slept outside and shit like that. I'm like, God damn.
I went to the mall that day, but the line was too long. I didn't even get in line. I left.
Right.
I just went there.
I got Mike Howard
handing out cards and shit to everybody in the line.
Yeah.
YNX. I got Joe Conway, because you gotta drop them names, so they like, okay,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you, or why should I check you out?
Right.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go down there, and I ain't even my character. Like I'm laid back, so I'm like, I had to go out of my comfort zone. Like, okay, how bad you want?
That's how you get ahead.
He was somebody that I looked at what was going on with them that made me really bold in my business deals. Recently, like when this Pillmatic 2 came out, Dre sent me a screenshot of ditc.com, some platform. And and they was asking him, yo, what's up with the Pillmatic 2 and shit? I'm like, they asked you that? They came in your inbox and asked you about this project. I said, shit, man. They feel like that. They probably can give us an advance and shit. Straight up. Yeah, man. Like, we could recoup or something, man. Like, put that on the table. I think that we can build ourselves to places where we can implement some motherfucking ideas, some structure, like
it's the visionary.
Lean on these motherfuckers. They lean on us, lean back and shit. Yeah.
I do posters too, bro. You know what I'm saying? 13 by 9, 13 by 19, like nice digital, like, so, like, I should have brought some here, but I was kind of rushing and shit, but I'll send some down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna print them out of your album, of the album cover Pillmatic, and I'll send it to you so you can check
Most definitely.
Yeah.
While we here, I can address y'all at once. Make sure y'all sharing the records that y'all on the album. The album is up around 50,000 streams. That's just on Spotify. That's the one that we be keeping track of.
Right.
Dre texts me every day and say, yo, this happened, that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's abnormal activity happening with the album. I'm just telling y'all and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the album, though, because it's funny you say this, I was just seen on I was on a Shady 4-5 playlist for Friday, and Meeting with the Plug was on there. And then I went back and looked later, and I seen that Hustler Spirit was on there. So I'm like, okay, this shit is definitely getting around.
And let's mention this on camera. Y'all did splits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like,
This is team ball,
y'all did
man.
splits. You know what I'm saying?
This is team
Not to say I
basketball.
even question anything. It was just
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, and mind you, like, yo, I can hear a verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be tripping
Nah,
all the
man.
time.
When you feed a guy in the paint, everything that come out my mouth is basketball.
I'm saying, the metaphors apply to life,
Yeah.
bro.
When you feeding a nigga the ball, man, he gonna run back on defense for you.
Yes.
He gonna hustle up court for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, when in terms of feeding a guy the ball, make sure y'all get y'all money, get y'all split so y'all can take home and feed y'all families and shit like that. I believe that'll keep you coming to my basketball games, playing ball with me and shit.
That's how it goes. Especially you a nigga who not really like nice. I was like a football nigga who used to play ball, but you know the point guards be leading you and you making layups and like, get back, play, let's go. You like tired, even though you don't really know how to play. But then so now you come back to the park, you want to play with him because you looking good.
Enthusiasm,
You looking good when you playing with him. Like,
absolutely,
mentality, man.
Word.
Absolutely. So I just want to put that out there, man. And we got to start using. I listen to a lot of philosophers and shit, and I believe in doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing.
Sure.
So we got to start using Reddit,
Right.
Tumblr, and it's something else. I believe Rumble is one. Is another platform. We got to start using other platforms, not just the conventional platforms that
Tumblr
we
was
use.
always like that. I got away from that too. Tumblr, pictures.
Pinterest,
About
yeah.
Tumblr. I just didn't get with it, but I'm gonna try that.
Nah, we got to fuck with them, man, and use hashtags and shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, we creating like a mob mentality style marketing.
The algorithms and the numbers
It's a whole
game.
different
Yeah.
audience
Organically.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Investors.
team ball, it worked. It worked. So, again, I appreciate y'all coming. We're going to take a little break and shit. We're going to try to figure out what we're going to do with YNX. He got a video joint. Is y'all on the record together and it's just y'all two?
It's me, him, and Asan.
Yeah, me and A-Son.
From Canada.
Yeah.
All right, he coming on the 14th. So,
Of June?
yeah, he coming on June 14th and shit.
I'm booked up on the 14th. I got so much shit to do. I gotta go to a birthday party, birthday dinner.
Right. We'll get to it. Go ahead and give them your information where they can find you online. Then X and Akil.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Who Is Jamal Gasol. You can check out my official website, jamalgasol.com. My latest project is Still a Dirty Game is out now, featuring 38 Special on all streaming platforms.
What it is YNX. Follow me again on Instagram, y.n.x.716. Check my website out, www.ynx716.com. I mean, I'm also on YouTube, YNX Buffalo.
It's your boy Aaqil Ali again, AAQIL_ALI_EL. Check that Pastel Blues out, produced by PA Dre. Also check my website out, www.higherrealm.com.
Little unit, you know what I mean? Tripe the God, real shit, Gully TV. My nigga, for real.
My God.